What's good, YouTube? Casual Gamer here. Wanted to wait to report on this, but we did it. And I say we as a community, not saying that I'm like a big deal or anything, but I am one of the people who, over the past, since 2019, has complained about skill-based matchmaking for every Call of Duty since. And I use the word complain because that's the word usually used by the small handful of people who actually think skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. I don't even think there's people who think it's a good thing. I think those people who are in support of it, or whatever you want to call it, just those are the clueless players. They don't know because it's not affecting them. And that's why I don't even know what to call them, because you never see those people actually say why they do support skill-based matchmaking and why they think it's a good thing. They just say comments like "get better." I actually had somebody on my video comment that, "Stop complaining, get better." I wish that I could tell when I'm getting better. There's no way to indicate in the game with this matchmaking system to know if you're getting better. So yeah, I wish I could know if I'm getting better or if I am getting better, like I used to be able to, like we used to be able to on old Call of Duties. And I'm gonna just use a friend for example to make my point here and just lay out the problem with this matchmaking system in general. So we all have a friend like this, a friend who's really not that good at the game, just gets on, casual player. Kind of, I know I'm the casual gamer, but there's like really casual gamers who just get on after work, play a couple games and get off. Okay, so that's the friend I'm talking about. That friend gets on this game, plays by itself. Oh my God, you think he's the best player in the world. He's going 20-7, 23-5, 25-10, 2.0 KDs here and there. Now keep in mind, like I said, very casual player. So he's not keeping up with Call of Duty news. He doesn't know anything going on with the matchmaking and what's been going on the last 5 years. He just gets on and plays the game, which is fine. What's not fine is the same friend who does this by himself inside his lobbies. Now he comes to play with me and maybe another friend, and we both play the game more and just, more polished at the game in general. And now he's wondering what's going on. He's wondering why he can't get a kill. He's wondering why he can't do the things he normally does inside his solo lobbies when he's playing with people slightly better than him. And that's what we call manipulation, you guys. It's deeper than skill-based matchmaking. It's literally matchmaking manipulation. You're letting somebody think that they're good at the game just to get let down when they try to play with other friends who are slightly better than them. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem for me, at least. Now that friend goes back and he gets wiped, and now he's back. When he plays solo again, he's back inside of his lobbies. It is just a continuing cycle. Like, how does he know if he got better? And I'm not throwing this friend under the bus because I'm that friend in some scenarios. I have friends who are really good still, who have 2.0 KDs. I can't keep up in those lobbies. I mean, I could go even. That's the best I could give. But then I go back in my lobbies and I dominate, and I hate that. I hate, like, you're manipulating me to think that I'm good at the game instead of giving me a matchmaking system that lets me see my development in the game. This game does the opposite of that. It's really hard to track if you're getting better at the game. I think I'm about to just start getting all my friends in private lobbies because I really don't know anymore. Like, you used to know who was the best player out of you and all your friends growing up. I don't know anymore. All the games are so different. One player does good, the rest of us do bad. Two of us do good, two of us do bad. Like, we rarely all ever have good games in the same match, which is just so weird. So yeah, so for those who call talking about skill-based matchmaking complaining, you're probably the one who needs to get better, because if you don't see the problem, you're probably one of the protected players. I'm sorry to let you know. And also, Sledgehammer Games, which is what this video is about, they're about to talk about it, which means they know that this was a problem. So everybody who was saying that we were just complaining over the last 5 years, then why is the developer about to finally address it? Now, let's get into the statement. So a few days after Sledgehammer Games did a Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and of course you guys know most of the questions were about skill-based matchmaking, but they didn't address any of them at all. And I actually just thought, I have a theory. Do you guys think they did that AMA just to piss off Activision or whoever owns them now, whoever is because Sledgehammer doesn't have the final say on skill-based matchmaking, you guys. It's whoever's ahead of them. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up. But do you guys think that they did that just to piss them off, just to get the permission to finally address the matchmaking? I don't know. It's something to think about. There's definitely stuff going on behind closed doors. I feel like there is tension around this. Or else why would they be addressing it now? So here's the official statement. Don't get too excited. It's very vague, but here it is. I'm going to put it up on the screen too. Sledgehammer Games says, "We know there is a lot of interest in the matchmaking experience." No shit. "Especially around how skill contributes to how lobbies and matches are put together. Nothing is more important to use than the experience players have with the game, and matchmaking is a big part of that. We've been working on our matchmaking system for well over 10 years. Oh boy. And we continue to spend a ton of time and energy on improving the matchmaking process. This involves people working out our Call of Duty studios, our back-end service teams at Demonware, and other groups like our Player Insight team." Okay. "It's a large effort that we worked on for many years, and our approach combines latency, search time, skill, along with many other factors to try to find the best matchmaking experience for you. Talking about this topic in detail can be hard, and we haven't spent the time to pull together all of our work to share with you our insights and improvements over the many years." I'm gonna just stop right there. That's what I had a problem with in this statement. So you're telling me over all these years, like, this is the first time you guys are gonna pull your your work together so you guys can actually explain this? Like, I don't know. That's a red flag for me. Okay, but let me finish the statement. "We're looking forward to doing that in the coming weeks after season 1 launches, and we'll also make it part of our ongoing discussions with the community." Clap it up for them for being like every other game with skill-based matchmaking. You know, the problem is, the problem isn't the matchmaking really necessarily. It's the fact that they've tried to hide it over the years, and that's the problem. Every other game, they're open about it. Now, I want to get into this because it's just such weird timing to me. The weirdest thing to me is this is all, they said that they were going to do this after an ex-Halo dev basically came on Twitter and just shitted on their whole matchmaking system. This is one of the original creators of a skill-based matchmaking system on Halo 2. And he basically just got on Twitter and, yeah, trashed COD's system. And shortly after that, I believe, they came out with this statement. I think between that and the AMA, I think that Activision or whoever, they're under fire. They had to give Sledgehammer Games the permission to say something now, and I think this is what Sledgehammer wanted. Now, I'm not getting excited, at least not for this game, because I personally don't think anything is going to change about the matchmaking. Maybe for the next game, maybe not. Maybe they'll just, being able to talk about it with them is going to be the first step in the right direction. Let's put it like that. But, you know, the dream is, what if they just, I know, yes, like I said, I'm dreaming here of a perfect situation. What if they drop season 1 and they tone down the skill-based matchmaking? What if they just did it? What if they got permission? I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but what if they just did it? Do you know how good that would be for their game? Because, like, if the fact that reverse boosting is a well-known thing, the fact that they could see that people have to reverse boost to have somewhat of an enjoyable experience on this game, that's a problem. Content creators are doing that. It's a problem. Professional gamers are talking about this matchmaking system that has haunted us for the last 5 years that we know nothing about, but we could tell that it's there. Imagine if they toned it down the first day of season 1 of Modern Warfare 3. Everybody will forget about all the other flaws in that game, which there is a lot of flaws. But if you make that one adjustment to the skill-based matchmaking, tone it down a little bit, whatever you guys have to do, because I assume they can't go back to how it used to be for whatever reason they don't want to do that. But even if you guys made a slight adjustment, do you realize how good that would be for your game? The content creators, the professional players, everybody would be making videos about it, which promotes your game. Everybody will be saying, COD is back, COD is back, COD is back, cheer, cheer, cheer. And that's what you want at the end of the day. Like I said, there is still flaws in the game, but that's the thing. I've been playing Call of Duty since World at War, since I was in the 5th grade, you guys. I'm 26 now. Call of Duty was never perfect. It was never a perfect game. There was always something you could pick at. There was always a problem every year that you could point to and talk about to death. But you know what still made the game fun and why those games are classics? Because the casual gaming experience was still there. I'm the casual gamer, you guys. I don't feel like I'm playing a casual game when I'm playing this. I feel like I have to sweat. and then I'm getting frustrated trying to sweat because I don't have time to play the game as much as sweat. So now I'm trying to keep up with people who hold 1.80 KDs just because I have a couple games where I get a 2.0 KD. And I don't have a problem playing with people at higher skill levels. Matter of fact, it used to be fun. But the problem is it's too predictable now. The problem is after I get wrecked by those people with higher KDs than me, now I'm back playing in sympathy lobbies. And I don't want to play in sympathy lobbies because I'm not getting better in sympathy lobbies. I'm getting bounced right back up to playing with people who are straight all sweats. We need the variety back. We need it mixed up. We need more randomness. Just make it based off connection again. Honestly, connection-based lobbies with a little bit of skill is better than skill-based lobbies with a little bit of connection. Because a lot of the times, the problem isn't even skill. It's the connection. It's the high ping. It's the latency. It's the lag. It's everything. You can feel it when you play the game. And you feel that's so tough because the game is trying so hard to matchmake you with basically clones of yourself. Basically matchmake you with clones of yourself. People who play like you. People who are your skill level and everything for every game. So now you end up playing with people across the world, across the country, who are the same skill level as you. Yes, they may be the same skill level, but you guys are having a terrible playing experience because we're all scattered around the world. And honestly, this wouldn't even be a problem now that I think about it if their servers could hold it, but your servers can't hold it. You could see it. You could see the jumps. You could see the lag. You could tell some games you could aim better than others. I really don't think it's manipulated aiming like people say. I really don't believe in that. I believe that this is all a connection thing of trying to pull too much people from too much different places, way too far away from each other probably, trying to put them in the same lobby just because they're the same skill. And now you have the boring repetitive game that we have today and that we've had for the last 5 years. But yeah, that's my rant, you guys. Season 1 starts tomorrow, actually, so I'm glad I did this video today. I'm gonna drop it tonight. Let me know in the comments what you guys think they're gonna actually do about skill-based matchmaking going forward. If you do think they'll actually do anything on this game, or maybe they'll wait till the next Call of Duty, or maybe they're just gonna keep it there. They're gonna tell us some BS to shut us up for a while. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Let me know in the comments, you guys. It's the Casual Gamer, trying to play games casually, but the system haunts us. I'm out.